Hello, so I just wanted to go through an additional example of using the distributive property, and we are going to combine in here solving for x when we are done. So I know that this might be a step further, and we're going to continue with this step tomorrow, but I wanted to introduce it today. So we have negative 2 times x minus 5 plus 7 equals 19. So now we're going to be solving for x because we have that equal sign. So this means that we can solve instead of just simplify. So I'm going to distribute my negative 2 to both the x and the negative 5. So notice how that's a negative 5, not just a positive 5. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 5 is a positive 10. And now we're going to combine like terms. So if you notice, we have an x here, but here we don't have an x in all those spots, right? There's no x. So the reds are like terms because they all don't have an x. We're going to start by combining like terms to the left of the equal sign. So we're going to add 10 and 7. And now we do what I call combining like terms across the equal sign. So what that means is we still don't have an x here and here. We cannot combine the 17 with the negative 2. So we have to subtract 17 from both sides, because we want to get that x completely alone. Now we have that negative 2x equals 2. And this is something we should be a little bit more familiar with. So negative 2 times something gives us a positive 2. What we're going to do is we're going to divide both sides by a negative 2. Remember that negative sign has to stay with the 2 on this side, okay? So here we need to make sure that our negative sign is going to stay with the 2. And we're going to end up with just an x on this side because negative 2 divided by negative 2 equals 1. If we have a negative 2x, they cancel out, and this becomes an x. 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1. You can put that in your calculator if you want to check it. Let me get that x equals negative 1. I think it's always a great idea to check our work. So if I have negative 2 times negative 1, times negative 1 minus 5, plus 7 equals 19. So negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. We want to do our parentheses first. Parentheses first, keep that in mind. Plus 7 equals 19. Now, with our rule of PEMDAS, our next thing that we have here is multiplication. So we're going to do our multiplication next. Negative 2 times negative 6 is 12. And sure enough, 12 plus 7 is 19. So we can give that a big old check mark there. All right, so that's the last example. We use the distributive property to take it one step further and solve an equation. Okay, we're going to go through this more tomorrow, but I wanted to do a little introduction of it today.